Welcome to San Antonio Missions National Historical Park. We're now at Mission San Jose y San Miguel de Aguayo. This mission was founded in the year 1720. We're standing inside one of the Indian quarters. The reason we have Spanish missions, Spain comes to this area of the world to settle it, to claim this land in the name of Spain. They're going to teach the natives how to be European Spanish citizens. They're going to teach them the Catholic faith. This is one of their apartments. There are many of these apartments that make up the walls here at Mission San Jose. Behind me, the walls of Mission San Jose are made up of apartments for the Mission Indians. As the Indians are enticed to become citizens of Spain, they help construct this place. Understand, when they start, it's just an open field. Spain needs labor. So these Indians are not only going to benefit from learning about being Spanish citizens and learning all the trades and skills and technologies, but they will in fact build their own homes. By 1760, nearly 350 people live within the walls of San Jose, most of them being the Mission Indians. Behind me is the convento or convent, the home of the Franciscan friars. When Spain came here to create these communities, they come with a few soldiers for protection and priests and brothers from the Franciscan order. They're here as teachers to teach the natives the job skills necessary to create a community, the living skills necessary to be a European society, and also the Catholic faith, because in Spain at this point in time, if you weren't Catholic, you weren't Spanish. Behind me is the Rose Window or Rosas Window. A lot of legends about this. It's believed that a man named Pedro Huizar carves this window. Some stories say that the name Rosa comes from his fiancée who dies on her way to the New World, and he dedicates the window in her honor. I'm not going to say that's not true. We don't have anything that really says that's the fact or not. But certainly this is an amazing example of Spanish stone carving, and this is all original behind me. This has been an icon, something that symbolizes this city for many years. You'll find this downtown on River Center Mall. You'll find it underneath some of the highway underpasses recently redone. People enjoy this particular style, and they've copied it many times in the city. Back during colonial times, the mission wasn't just bare stone. It was covered in this, what we call fresco, which really just means fresh. But the reality, what is, they put a white plaster up. They scribe in a design, and then they take dry color, kind of like the tempera paint that you mix with water, and they put that dry pigment in to make the bright colors you see here. Now this is replica, so this has been redone. This isn't the original, but it's copied from original fragments that we still have preserved. The entire church would have been decorated in this color from top to bottom, all the way down to the convent.
Go ahead.
The San Jose Church that we see today was completed sometime in the mid-1780s. Even during the Spanish era, it was known as the Queen of the Missions. You can tell by the intricate carving that makes up the front. Most of this carving is in fact original, more than 200 years old, representing the saints important to the story of Catholicism to these missions.
The mill at Mission San Jose was the first in Texas. Built about 1794, it was part of the effort to add wheat to the traditional Indian diet. The mill also produced flour for surrounding settlements and therefore helped establish Mission San Jose as an important part of the growing San Antonio community. As you can see, the water runs down underneath this bridge straight down a small little creek, which I don't know if it was built or made. Right under this, right into a brick pathway that leads down into the mill. Go ahead.
Mission San Jose was begun in 1720 and lasted until 1824. 104 years, Spain attempts to make this part of the country a part of the Spanish Empire. In that process, they bring in thousands of natives who lived in the river valley. The natives gained a lot. They learned skills. They learned to become farmers and stonemasons. They learned to become ranchers. They learned new ways of life. They learned a new religion. It's not without its downside. A place, a community like this, unfortunately, diseases were very common and epidemics killed thousands of these natives as well. Finally, Spain loses hold of this area, and it becomes the Republic of Mexico, later the Republic of Texas, and then finally a state within the United States of America. But the culture that Spain brings in the 1700s is the culture that makes San Antonio the city that it is today, the food that we eat, the religion that many people still practice, and the language that so many of us understand was all brought here by the people who founded Mission San Jose.